Ladies and gentlemen, we got another cop killer that has been taken in alive. Yeah, his face looks scuffed up and everything, but he's still living after killing a sheriff deputy. So, this happened in Oklahoma. There was a shootout, and he killed a sheriff deputy. And they said he had plans on killing law enforcement. Now, just imagine that. He had plans to kill law enforcement. And we have seen black men get pulled over by the cops over minor traffic infractions, and they end up dead. We have seen men and women walking down the street minding their business and end up dead at the hands of a police officer. But a cop killer, y'all, gets to live, get to have his due process in court. So, an Oklahoma man accused of shooting and killing one sheriff deputy and wounding another on Monday after his mother tried to evict him. She had plans. She had plans to get him out. So apparently, behind closed doors, he must have been pure hell in her house, and she wanted him gone. So that's how this entire incident kicked off. So they later found out he had plans to kill police officers. This is according to the Oklahoma City Police Chief Wade Gorley said on Tuesday. Benjamin Plank, 35, surrendered after a high speed chase that ended at an entrance of Tinker Air Force Base, roughly 10 miles away from the original shooting. There were plenty of information yesterday inside of the home. I won't go into a lot of detail. I can tell you with 100% confidence that he was planning on killing any law enforcement that came in his house, Gorley said Tuesday. What he did yesterday was well planned out. It was very cowardly. Those officers didn't have a chance, he continued. That was his intention, to kill police officers. Now, just imagine that. This man had plans to kill police officers, y'all. Okay. But when they kill our people unarmed, they didn't have plans to kill a cop, but they ended up dead unarmed. Okay. Deputy Bobby Schwartz had been with the sheriff's department since 1997. Now, I'm going to show you who he is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bobby Schwartz. This is the officer that was killed. And they said he'd been with the force since 1997. So, Deputy Mark Johns, a third decade law enforcement veteran who was rehired in January after retiring in 2016, was wounded by gunfire and is in stable condition on Tuesday. Plank's mother, who had already started the eviction process, called 911 and said that her son was acting up and placing things in the driveway on Monday morning. Deputies arrived to serve the eviction papers. So this woman was serious. She was trying to get her son the hell out of her house. So the deputies came to serve the eviction papers. They made contact with Plank at the front door, and he was uncooperative. So if he was not cooperating, they should have knew something was coming. They should have known. So the deputies walked around the back door, and that's when Plank opened fire. After shooting, Plank fled in a U-Haul truck. And apparently there was a boat attached to that U-Haul truck. and he continued to exchange gunfire with the Oklahoma City Police Department officers. Now, y'all, think about all of that gunfire going back and forth, and they didn't kill this guy. They didn't kill this guy. But a black unarmed man always ends up dead when confronted by these cops. You know, they always want to play judge, jury, and executioner, but they sure didn't do it when it came down to this guy, Plank. They didn't do that with him. And he shot at several police. This is just like the other story I did. So, y'all, he eventually pulled up at the entrance at Tinker Air Force Base and dropped a rifle out of the window of the truck. And he was shirtless with his hands up, according to the footage captured by news helicopters. When we searched the vehicle, when the pursuit was over, there was a bag found inside the boat. And they said in this bag were multiple firearms and lots of ammunition. This is what Gorley said. He was ready for a confrontation. Plank was taken to a local hospital to be checked for injuries. Then he was booked at the Oklahoma County Detention Center. He is being held on first-degree murder and other charges. Oklahoma County Sheriff Tommy Johnson read a letter from the family of Swartz, the deputy who was killed. And, you know, they just say all the things. He was such a great person, never did anything wrong, and yada, yada, yada. You know, it's always the same wording. So, y'all, you know, this is just more proof they are very selective out here about who gets killed on the spot and who don't. And it is very obvious. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this story. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.